to another episode of Cooking for the Yum of It. Today's recipe will be for the Julia Child-inspired betteraves sauce moutarde picante, which is my very bad pronunciation of French for beets in a spicy mustard sauce. So, let's get started. First, let's get my camera into the correct position. Now, this recipe, primary ingredient, of course, is beets. And we're going to need 3 pounds of peeled beets. I'm not going to make you watch me peel all 3 pounds, but I will show you how I peel just the 1 pound. When you've got something that you need both hands to deal with, take your little fork here, and then there you go. Makes peeling a whole lot easier. Now let's skip ahead. And there we have our 3 pounds of beets, halved. You can see it leaves a little stain on the hands, but that's not a problem. Okay, now our next step, and one of the reasons I really like my measured out cutting board, is that this helps me get precisely the sizes I need of about 1/2 inch thick. Now let's jump ahead to when all of those are done. Okay, now that all of the beets have been halved and sliced 1/2 inch thick, we now add our water till it comes out about 1 inch, more or less. Let me get a little bit more water. Okay, now we put our lid on. Yes, manual. We put this on low, and we start. We're going to cook this for about 7 to 8 hours, or until the beets are tender. I'll come back in 7, and if it's not ready, we'll put it in for another, in increments of 15 minutes until they're ready, until we've reached 8 hours. So I'll see you in 7. Okay, it has now been 7 hours. And we're going to take a little test of the beets, of a beet. I don't know if it, maybe it's just, I don't know, I've never cooked beets like this before. It smells kind of buttery, actually. Oh, that's done. So now we have to drain this. Just give me a second while I put on my oven mitts, because the ceramic part of the crock pot is going to be very, very hot. And okay. Let's drain that out. And we're going to put our lovely cooked beets into a great big old bowl. And we're going to let this cool for a bit while we prepare the sauce that we'll be using to spice up our beets. Now we're going to take 1/4 cup of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of, okay, our mustard is being difficult. I'm going to have to squeeze this out with both. Okay, that's 1. And 2 tablespoons of mustard. Let me take 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Put this away. I'm going to take 1 clove, which is the equivalent of 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. No parsley, no sage, no rosemary, but we will be using thyme. Time after time. Okay, 1 teaspoon of thyme. And 1/8 of a teaspoon, a teaspoon, another 1/4 teaspoon, I get my tongue tied right now, of black pepper. Maybe a little bit more. Give it a little extra flavor there. Get our metal whisk, which we should have prepared to use in advance. Okay, just whisk that about until it's all nice and blended. Now, it's not the same recipe, but this sort of reminds me of the recipe for the green goddess salad dressing my grandmother used to make, which apparently she got from a magazine article back in the 1950s, which was a favorite recipe of then First Lady Mamie Eisenhower. Don't know if that's true or not, but that's where she got the recipe from. Whether or not Mrs. Eisenhower actually liked it, I have no idea. So anyway, we're going to, like I said, we're going to let the beets cool a little bit more. And then once they're ready, we're going to add the sauce to the beets, and we're going to toss our beets. Okay, it is now time to add our sauce. I'm going to scrape out as much of it as we can. Now, as we do with salads, we are going to toss our beets Now, I've never had this before, and I'm not a big fan of beets. But I've also thought you should always try everything at least once, and there is no food in the world that no one completely dislikes, except marshmallows, unless they have been prepared properly, if it's prepared the right way for you. I mean, In a sense, I do like marshmallows if they've been completely dissolved with chocolate to make fudge. That's the only way I can eat marshmallows. So maybe this will turn out to be the only way I can eat beets. Okay. So this is going to be fun for me. And I will be enjoying my beets just as soon as the rest of my dinner has been completed. And now, the part I like most. I think I finally found a way I like to eat beets. So, thank you for watching. I'm Wesley Foreman. Always remember, eat and enjoy, and also please like, subscribe, and feel free to comment. Until next time, see y'all later.